Hello everyone, it is Mark Berman from TVMI. It is Monday, January 26th, and I would like to welcome you back to our daily videocast. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Unfortunately, I am getting over the flu, which is why I might sound a little muffled. The moral of the story is, even if you get a flu shot, it doesn't mean that you are not going to get the flu, which is what happened to me. We are also, by the way, gearing up for what could be the worst blizzard over the last century. So if for any reason you don't see me over the next few days, or you don't see the newsletter or updates on the website, that means that we lost our electricity. I certainly hope that does not happen. Now let's talk about some current TV news. I must begin today, unfortunately, with the news of the passing of legendary New York-based talk show host Joe Franklin, who died on Saturday at the age of 88 due to complications from prostate cancer. Now, Joe Franklin began as a talk show host on WJZ-TV in 1950, which turned into WABC. He moved over to WOR-TV in 1962, which is now known as WWOR. He remained with that TV station through 1993, and Joe Franklin holds the Guinness Book of World Records as the longest running continuous talk show on-air talk show host. He hosted for 43 consecutive years. I always watched his show as a kid. I always found his guests fascinating. He had a lot of classic stars in the caliber of Frank Sinatra and Marilyn Monroe and Charlie Chaplin, and so many others, so I always watched. And Joe Franklin once predicted, this might have been optimistic, but he did say that in his career as a talk show host, he interviewed over 300,000 different guests. That is a very, very big accomplishment. Rest in peace, Joe Franklin. Last night on TBS and TNT was the simultaneous live telecast of the Screen Actors Guild Awards 2015. This honors the best in both film and television. I'll focus on television. Orange is the New Black was the big winner on television. It took home 2 trophies, and we had other winners, including, well, one was Uzo Aduba for Orange is the New Black. We also had winners were Kevin Spacey from House of Cards, Viola Davis from How to Get Away with Murder, William H. Macy from Shameless, Mark Ruffalo from HBO movie The Normal Heart, and Frances McDormand from HBO miniseries Olive Kitteridge. If you visit today's newsletter or check out our website, I have a complete listing of all the winners in both film and television from the 2015 SAG Awards. Over at True TV, the cable network resorted a pilot for a proposed new comedy. It is called Shaquille, Inc. It will focus on the business empire of legendary basketball great Shaquille O'Neal, who will be one of the executive producers. I have more information for you in today's newsletter. And in syndication, Bellum Entertainment is going into business with the Sinclair Broadcast Group to launch a new daily strip called Corrupt Crimes. It is a reality show that will focus on various recent crimes that occurred. It will take you through all of that. In the weekend movie box office tally, leading the pack once again was American Sniper with $64.37 million in the U.S. box office. And coming up on the air tonight on HGTV is the debut of a new series called Ellen's Design Challenge, and this was created by Ellen DeGeneres. Today in TV history, let's go back to 1979. We had the launch of The Dukes of Hazzard on CBS. It stayed on the air for 6.5 years, and the lesson to be learned about The Dukes of Hazzard was when there was a dispute and the 2 lead actors left the show, the ratings went down. That show was not necessarily just about the car, it was also about the performers. And then on this day in 1995, we had the final episode of the short-lived ABC drama My So-Called Life, which featured a very young Claire Danes, and it is remembered in the history books as one of the most memorable short-lived shows historically. And that is our daily video cast from TVMI. We are gearing up for, again, what could be the worst blizzard in the last century. So I hope to see you again tomorrow. I can't promise it, but I do hope to be back tomorrow. Have a great day.